So how things?
Things are okay. Things are okay.
Yeah.
So how's the preparation going thus far for your race?
Well, very good, I would say, right? Not great, but very good, you know. We escalate up the escalation ladder. We reach a stage now, I could say it's great. Not fantastic yet, but for sure, with the next coming days, you know, we have about 4 more days. It's going to be a perfect race. It's going to be a perfect race. Things looking really, really good in terms of numbers, in terms of participants, in terms of the caliber of the runners. Rumors is that the leading runners in the country is going to be here on August the 1st.
Okay. Okay, cool. So could you actually tell us what is the name of this race?
The name of the race is the Walke Street Emancipation Freedom Run. And that, the term Freedom Run, I don't think it's the only event within the last 50 years that has been given that name, particularly for emancipation, you know. Emancipation is not just about nice clothes or dressing up and going to Port of Spain, you know. So we choose to have something physical, athletic, because if you go into the history of emancipation, you'll recognize that running was a key part in the dissemination of the information of the proclamation of emancipation in 1834. In the case of America and so on, you had some of the plantations were far inland, and when the proclamation was made, a lot of plantation owners were not allowing the people to be free. You know, it was a secret. So slaves and so on ran from state to state in the inner part of the in case of North America, to inform people in some of these plantations that slavery no more, physical slavery, chattel slavery no more. So running was a key part of freeing the Africans. So I think, and my organization, the Walke Street Emancipation Committee, think that running should be part of this celebration.
Okay, great. So how long have you been doing this run from?
Well, the race is actually 21 years old.
Okay, wow.
21 years, and we have never missed a year. We ran even during the COVID. We had a virtual run for 2 years, you know, but my family and the close associate, we followed the protocol, but we ran on that day. We covered the distance that we normally do. Okay. So even though all the big organizations that are well funded did not at least miss the COVID period in their major event, we did not.
Okay, great. And so what kind of participant do you expect to see at this race?
Well, this year we're looking at around 600 participants.
Okay.
You know, last year we had very close to 400, but we were just coming out of the COVID, you know. But now people are literally looking for somewhere to go, you know. And this race being a family race, it's not just a race. It's a coming together of people, of all the races, you know, of all the creeds, all the religions, you know. They come together on that day, you know, because Freedom Day is not for the African alone, it's for everybody, you know. We're living in a world today where we recognize you have human trafficking, which is a form of slavery, you know. So all the different facets in the society want to be free, and it's belong to everybody, the day itself. So when we get together on that particular day, it's like a family affair. You know, you have things to eat, drink, chat, you know, you meet people, you dress up in a nice little clothes for those who come in to, you know, look at some of the art and craft and the culture, the music, the steel band, the rhythm section, you know, the drumming, the dancing. All that is part of the Freedom Run. It's
okay.
not just, for those people who came before, they'll know there is always pan. You understand? The only instrument that was invented in the 21st century right here in Trinidad and Tobago. We make sure we always have that as part of our programming. You know, this year we'll have a live music band singing soca and reggae and calypso, you know. So it's going to be a beautiful event. We're looking at around 600. It might go over, but we're catering for it.
Okay, so this is like for the fast runners, slow runners, young runners, old runners. Who's this race really for?
Well, the race is for everyone. For the athletes who want their timing to be registered, who are considered as the elite athletes in the country, this is the race to be. Because you have foreign runners that is going to challenge the local runners here, right? You know, the record would show that more foreign runners win this race over the past 21 years. All right, we have runners from Guyana like Leonard Dandrad, Kelvin Johnson. We have runners from Suriname. We have Bassett from Jamaica. All these are participants. We have a Casey from Kenya that participated in the race. So we have runners from Venezuela, right? So we have high quality international runners that participate in this race. So for those people who want their time be tested and want competition, this race is for you. For the people who just want to jog and walk and have a fun day, this is the race for you. And for the kids, this is definitely the race for you. For instance, I could tell you, Chennai Moore started to run this race at 4. She's now 10, and she's definitely one of the top 3 runners in this country at the age of 10 in the line of distance running. Chennai Moore from Valencia, right? The Cheetahs Club. So this race had played a part in Chennai's more life, right? You know, and Romani, who won the race last year, he was 3rd the year before. Good. So these runners that have been coming, you could see now they come to the fore, you know. So this race have been doing its job in terms of producing and enhancing our local runners.
So you mentioned something earlier to me about the route, that the route has changed.
Yes.
So could you tell me now what's the new route? Because some people might think that the route is the same as 2022.
No, we have a change in the route this year because actually up at the hospital, the police have changed the traffic, and part of the route has become a no entry now to vehicular and so on. So we had to change that route up on this side. So as you can see, this is where we normally start the event on Walke Street here, right? We'll be starting it down into Walke Street, and we'll be making a larger block in the Walke Street. You know, you have Jilk, and we'll be going straight down to Middle Street, down to Cooperative Street. We'll be coming back down here to Walke Street and going out onto the Picton Road, onto the Eastern Main Road, up to Ramota, and then we'll be heading down to the Ojo Road, straight down to the Eastern Main Road, back down, and we come back in right here.
Okay, so let me see if I can get this correct, right? So we're starting which part?
We are starting lower down Walke Street.
Walke Street that way, right?
Yeah.
And then when we go in here.
We'll be turning left here.
Left here at Walke Street.
Well, we heading to Jill Street.
Back to Jill Street.
And we're coming through Middle Street. That is almost where we started the race.
Yes.
But we'll be going further down to Cooperative Street. Last year we came up the street.
Okay.
So we'll be going further down to Cooperative Street. And we'll be coming out next to the ERHA office.
Yes.
We'll be coming back down
Walke Street here.
This, which is Alfonso Street. We'll be coming down here and heading out to the Eastern Main Road on Walke Street.
Yes.
And basically the route is almost like the one before.
Right, but only thing we're gonna turn at Ramutar.
That's correct.
And then head back down Ojo Road.
Most of the runners will know it from there.
Okay.
The only change is here. We make up the ground here. Right?
Well, the change will be up there too by Ramutar because you had to go behind. Okay, correct. Okay. Wow. I'll see if I can draw that out on the map and stuff so we get that.
There's a Google map.
Sure.
That you probably could get online.
Sure.
Yeah. So you'd see it actually, and it's a perfect 5K.
Okay,
so
great.
You're running nothing more, nothing less.
Great. So this is a no. Actually, there's less hill. There's less hill now.
Yes, it's
less hilly now. Yeah, because you didn't go up the hill to go behind the hospital.
No.
Okay, great.
Yeah, so you have less hill now, and Only if to say it have less hill.
No, you have hill downhill.
Yeah, we have a downhill there, but I think the hill is roughly the same. The terrain is probably roughly the same.
Okay.
Yeah, the terrain is roughly the same. You know, because when you head up the Pecan Road, once you climb the first hill, it's basically a flat terrain coming right back to the hospital, then you come down the hospital.
Okay.
This time, remember, you're going out by the fire service there.
Yes.
And then you have to climb that hill coming to Walke Street. That is where the hill is, the only major hill.
Okay, all right, no problem.
Yeah.
We'll check it on Google.
Right.
All right, thank you. Yeah.
Anything else?
I'm not sure. I don't know if you have anything else to add, like anything special, or we have to just come to the event to see what's going on.
Yeah. Well, of course. What I can tell you this year is that we'll have a planned show. We'll have 3 masseuses that will be massaging runners that have muscle issue. We have art and craft, you know, some carvings and photographs and pictures and drawing and painting stuff. We're going to have some, not a large exhibition, but things to amuse the people while they are being entertained, you know. So there's a display of some stuff. Of course, we have the eats and drinks.
So what's the start time of this event?
The race itself is going to run off at 4.
Sure.
But everybody must be registered for 3:30.
For
We're
3:30.
going to have a cut-off time.
Okay.
We want to try to prevent that last minute rush. We want to straighten out that before. So we want everybody to be registered at least 3:30.
And what time does this actual event with the arts and craft and everything?
Well, that actually started from 2 o'clock.
Okay, sure.
So people who come in to register earlier,
Yes.
will know pass and look at the plants, who want to buy plants, they can buy plants, you know. Yeah, art and all different types of carving, and we want to do paintings and so on, you know. I don't know, some people may come with African clothes and so on, displaying it and so on, but for now we're leaving that open. But it's going to be a nice day. Of course, we also honor 2 prominent people in the community. Every year we honor people who have given service to the community. And this year we'll be honoring 2 people, 2 distinguished people. I'll leave that for the surprise on the day.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. We're looking forward to
But
that.
this organization have honored people from Earl Lovelace to the Boynes family, to the Tony family. They went on to be ministers and government ministers, to the fathers of these people, you know, to the Cox family. Prominent people in this community, from builders to politicians to vendors. Once you have given service to the community, we honor you. All right, we feel those people have given their lives over the years, you know, people who keep their family together, who hold their husbands and their wives and their children and make sure that they have a proper education, right, and do well in the society. We're looking at the bonding of a community, of a family, and of the society. We want to stress, this organization want to stress that on Emancipation Day, we ask people to say our prayers, beat a drum, light a candle, you know, and give thanks to those who have fought and give their life for us who can walk the road free today. It wasn't just like that, even 50 years ago. You know, so we need to say thanks to our ancestors and those who have given their lives, you know. So that's a very important part I think must be mentioned. But these people went through all sorts of things so that we get our freedom today. It's not coincident that we could just walk the road without being harassed. We couldn't even pray at one time in this country publicly as a group of African people. You know, most of the churches, if you notice, Baptist churches and things, you see them in very weird areas, close to rivers and so on. It's because 60, 70, 80 years ago, people used to have to go close to the river where the police don't want to go. You know, people were charged and jailed for praying. Right? So these people, we want to say thanks to them that we have our freedom.
@gmail.com. Remember, it's free. Your presence will be highly appreciated. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
So what I can say, what
Your Attention, ladies and
We
gentlemen.
invite everyone.
The Eastern Lawyers Association
I can't hear. I'm so
cordially
sorry.
invites you to a legal aid clinic this Saturday, 29 July, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Sorry about that.
Well, of course, I want to take the opportunity to invite the people of Sandy Grande and Trinidad and Tobago and an extension to the Caribbean, because this is a Caribbean program now. You all are invited to the Walke Street Emancipation Freedom Run. Take it serious for those who are athletic in mind, for those who are cultural in mind. It's going to be a beautiful day for you all. So come out and enjoy yourself. As I said before, we have a live music band, you know, with keyboards and singers. They're going to be singing soca and reggae and calypso, you know the works, all right? We are trainees, so we're going to have that little special time where we can get on, you know? Yeah.
Sure.
So, of course, we have prizes for the youngest and the oldest, and we have some special prizes this year, I must say. You know, we want to focus on not just the plastic trophies, you know, because some of these winners, their cabinets is full of plastic trophies. We have some health products this year that we're going to give out, some real high quality health products that we're going to give out. We have some vouchers for dental cleaning of your teeth. We have prizes, professional masseuse. There are prizes for that. People who want massage and have muscular problems, there will be prizes that will be given out for that. So we have some really special prizes. We have a lot of prizes for different categories, you know. When I say categories, you know, you have people who are differently abled, you have people who work with babies. Because it's a community program, it is not just geared to winners of the event itself, you know. A winner is a person who walked with a crutch and came in last in the race, but finished. That's a winner to us. That's courage. That is showing courage to the youth that you can make it, right? So that person will be a winner to us, a first prize winner. That person will be awarded a gift, a trophy, something, you know. This is the type of prizes we will be giving out, you know. So, of course, I know the people of this country who have participated in the race understand the concept behind the Walke Street Emancipation Freedom Run, and they've supported it over years, and I'm sure they're going to continue with their support.
Yeah, we support you too. Thank you so very much, Mr. Masimba.